What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo.J. This is the Mo You Know. If you haven't been paying attention, as of last week, there was an incident between two track stars racing it out, and one of them accidentally or purposely, you decide, hit the other one in the back of the head with a baton as they were passing up. And as of today, we got new charges. Teen charged in track meet baton incident. IC norm relay runner charged with misdemeanor assault and battery stemming from March 4th incident at state championship meet in Lynchburg. So we're going to get into this. We'll take you guys back and show you what actually happened. And I'll read up on a little bit of the charges and what they're doing. To me, it didn't look like it was an accident. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into it. Now, before we go any further and we hear from the victim and the suspect, let me know, did that cock back look like it was intentional or was it an accident? Because she does say it was an accident that her arm got locked up behind the girl and she just pumped her arm forward and it accidentally hit her in the back of the head. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm saying it was intentional. She was bad. She was getting passed up. You're going to get bumped in track. That's just the nature of the sport. But to say that this was an accident, I can't go with that. But let me know what you think, and I'm going to let you hear what the victim had to say and what the suspect had to say.
On the back curve, I had kind of got cut off when I tried to pass it the first time. So I let her go ahead, so I knew like when I got fully on the curve that I was just going to have to push through and pass her.
Then out of turn 4, a strike with the metal baton to Tucker's head sends her reeling. Officials immediately disqualified the team from IC Norcom, but the damage was done.
I still can't believe it. I'm still in shock. Like, everyone's texting me, checking up on me, and I appreciate that. But, like, I'm still trying to take it all in. I can't believe it happened.
Tucker's now dealing with the effects of a concussion and a possible skull fracture. Now, all the Tuckers want is an apology and an explanation.
Why did you do it, and why haven't you apologized yet?
Everybody has feelings. So you're physically hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? They're going off of one angle. A couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video.
You just heard from both parties. I'll let you be the judge of that. But the article says Lynchburg, Virginia, that's where my people are from, an IC Norcom High School athlete has been charged after a track baton incident left another runner with a concussion and a possible fractured skull, according to Bethany Harrison, Commonwealth's attorney for Lynchburg. Now, you heard her say, yeah, you may be physically hurt, but what about my mental? Your mental, you can sit down and talk to someone about. That physical, if she has a skull fracture, this could potentially be the end of her career, young lady. So be in charge. I don't see anything wrong with charging her for this because obviously it didn't look like an accident from my angle. But I seen two different angles and she thought we only had one. It was confirmed that Miss Everett is being charged with one count of assault and battery. This incident occurred during a state championship meet last week. A video of the event, which has gone viral, shows Miss Tucker being hit in the head by Everett's relay baton. Everett has maintained that it was an accident. Yeah, you accidentally got mad and you accidentally just threw everything away by hitting her in the back of the head. We not letting this one go. Although it's a funny situation, it isn't a funny situation because someone was hurt and that young lady didn't deserve that. The competitive nature, yes, she may have got a little close and was brushing into her, but she was just trying to pass. You got to hold the emotions back. Yeah, we all want to win, but not like that. And you weren't even in first. The viral attention garnered by the track footage has led to harassment and death threats directed at Everett. Before the charges were announced, The Portsmouth NAACP issued a statement in defense of Everett Wednesday morning. The following is an excerpt from the statement. Miss Everett is not an attacker, and media headlines that allude towards that in any way is shameful. We understand the sensitivity of the circumstances for both the athletes and their families involved, but this narrative must not go unaddressed. Miss Everett is an honor student and a star athlete at the historic IC Norcom High School. From all accounts, she is an exceptional young leader and scholar whose athletic talent has been well documented and recognized across our state. She has carried herself with integrity both on and off the field. In any narrative that adjudicates her guilty of any criminal activity is a violation of her due process. Let me know what you guys think. Now, all of that sounds good coming from the NAACP, coming from the lawyer, but we seen what we seen and we know what happened. And for her to get on here, I know they're teenagers. I think they're 16 years old. But for her to get on here, you may be hurt, but what about my mental health? It's like, all right, I know they're coaching you through this, and she might honestly be sorry for what she did. But come on, man, this is unacceptable on all levels. It doesn't matter. She knew right from wrong, and she would be upset if somebody was to do that to them, quote unquote, accidentally. But let me know what you think about this. I'm Mo.J. I just wanted to fill you guys in and keep you updated. She did get charged with a misdemeanor, assault and battery. Hopefully this doesn't mess up her future, but you know this is always going to come back. If she does become more successful of a track star, goes on to do other things, then you know they're going to bring up this incident. Can you imagine that? The 2028 Olympics, she didn't got qualified. She's lining up. She's on the block. Yeah, this is Miss Everett here. If you remember back 4 years ago, she had an incident where she hit another woman with a baton. Now, they did charge her with a misdemeanor, but she's here today and she overcame all of that. It's always going to be something that is on your quote unquote track resume. So I know a lot of people say we make mistakes when we're younger, but we need to start telling these kids that these mistakes we make when we're younger, they will carry over into your adult life. And if we're being honest, you're a black woman. So it's always going to be looked at with a microscope. That's just how it is. We all have a troubled past and we got past it. So hopefully she can too. And hopefully Miss Tucker, she's all right. She recovers from the concussion and there isn't a skull fracture. I had a head incident when I was younger, and that's nothing to play with. But hopefully the best for both parties. It's unfortunate, but this is how it is. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm out.